Kim Stewart here with Brian Clausen. And Brian, after a very successful 2009 racing season, we are just days away from the start of the 2010 season and the upcoming trip to Florida.
Yeah, we're going to head down to Florida later this week, and we're really excited about it, ready to get everything fired back off. It's been a busy off season with throwing Kemper and Chili Bowl and running late out west last year. We've had a quick turnaround, but a very busy one with getting rides put together for this year and other deals put together. So it's been really busy, but a lot of fun, and we're ready to get back after it.
Somehow off-season doesn't really translate into a lack of racing at Brian Clausen Racing.
Yeah, we don't really have an off-season anymore. It's 2 to 3 weeks at most in between races, and we go year-round. But it keeps us out of trouble and keeps us focused.
So just really sort of a lack of sanctioned races.
Exactly.
But now you've got Florida coming up and the start of sanctioned races again. So tell us a little bit about where you'll be racing in Florida and what those races are.
Well, our trip will start out first. We're taking Caleb Armstrong down to Florida in the 7 car at the Henry County races, the 2 races down in Clewiston, and we're really looking forward to that and getting him going in this thing. And then we'll follow up Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at East Bay. Again with Caleb in the 7 car, and then myself in the Scott Bennick 2B, the RWB Motorsports car. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm going to hopefully start a very successful relationship with them, and really looking forward to just getting it kicked off.
That's kind of an exciting addition for the 2010 program.
Yeah, it's really exciting. Scott's obviously one of the top car owners in the USAC circuit, and really in our form of racing in all 3 divisions. So to get that opportunity is really exciting, and the program we have put together should be very successful. So I'm looking forward to getting it kicked off.
Both you and Scott Bennick are pretty much results-oriented type of racing programs. So what's on the goal list for 2010?
To win, I guess there's 40 sprint car races, or win 40 sprint car races and win the championship. But we've talked about it throughout the year, and no matter how we get there, we just want to stand on the front straightaway and have some success. And I feel like we've put the pieces in place that if everybody does their job, we'll not only be on the front straightaway a lot, but be holding the big trophy at the banquet too.
East Bay is a pretty historic track to be racing at as well. What are your thoughts going into those races?
I'm excited. I got to race down there in 2006 with Keith Coons when they were doing the Sprint Bandit stuff. So it was 3 or 4 years ago, but I'm really looking forward to getting back there. It was a really fun, racy track. We ran pretty well there. Scott, I think, won 2 of the 3 races there, so he's had some success there, and I'm just really excited about just getting everything going and getting back in the swing of things.
So everything kind of adds up to high expectations, not only for the start of the season, but for the whole year.
Unfortunately, but fortunately, but it's a lot to live up to. But I feel like we've got the right people in place and right programs in place to do a lot of good things this year.
Well, you've had several championship seasons before. You've had a lot of success in 2009, and I know that does increase your expectations. So how do you manage that sort of on a day-by-day, race-by-race basis of, it's just got to be another day at the track?
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, it seems to be ever growing, the expectations for next year, but you just gotta stay focused and do your job. And if you do your job every night, the expectations will take care of themselves. So we're just gonna stay focused and take it one day at a time, one race at a time. If we're running all 3 cars on one track, it's going to be the midget race and the sprint car race and the Silver Crown race. We're not going to look ahead and just do our best to be there in all 3 of them.
We saw a little taste of this at the Chili Bowl, where you went out with the BCI team. You had 2 other drivers on the team with you, but what's it going to be like when you're at a track and you're racing for Scott Bennick and you're going to be owning another one of the cars on the racetrack? So you'll be driver and car owner all kind of at the same time.
It's going to be interesting. I didn't get to really go through that too much at Chili Bowl because I never got to be out there with them, unfortunately. But it should be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to working with Caleb and Levi Roberts and a couple of other things we've got put together for this year, and it should be a lot of fun. I feel like we've got some good drivers coming in, and it should be a lot of fun working with them and getting them up to speed, and hopefully them having some success too.
It's going to be a full racing year for you as well, full-time rides in each one of the top USAC series. That's kind of a first for you. So what are your expectations there?
Yeah, it's a first. You know, I did with Keith. I did the full midget deal and the full sprint car deal up until I got hurt, and it was very busy. So now throw in another 12, 15 Crown races, and I think I looked at this. I put my schedule together a couple nights ago, and it was up to about 118 races. And you know, you'll lose some of that to weather, but it's still a lot on my plate, and it's going to take a lot of time management, I guess, and being focused to get through it. But it should be a lot of fun, and like I said, I feel like we've got the programs and people in place to make it happen and do all three successfully.
Are you looking forward to being able to run a Silver Crown car on a consistent basis?
Yeah, I mean, I've never actually really ran one, you know, from the drop of the weekend, from the start of the weekend. So it's going to be a learning curve there. You know, Brad, Scotty, and John down there at TSR, they've got cars ready to go to Tucson, and you know, I feel like the program they have there is very good and ready to go compete for a championship. So hopefully the driver will be there.
Well, I'm sure that he will be. So, you know, we're looking forward to the start of the 2010 season and those races coming up in Florida.
Yeah, me too. Thanks.